Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden Animations just posted a new video of her first time playing D&D. So, being that I am a master of putting D's nuts in your face, we are going to be seeing what this is all about. I love Jaden Animations. She's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. So I'm very excited to see her teach me a thing or two about D&D. Let's freaking go.
Dungeons and Dragons is like
Dungeons and Dragons, D's nuts all over.
like a board game without the board, and you play using your imagination. If you think of
it's the awesome thing. It's the best thing ever.
something, it can just happen in game. D&D is very popular.
I wish I knew what D&D was when I was like 10 years old. I wasted 10 years of fully being able to appreciate the medium.
Almost everyone I've ever met absolutely loves it, and I have never played it before, even though I always thought I would really like it. People would tell me stories of their games, like, so this one time me and my party were entering a cave, and there was a big ogre guarding some treasure, but I used my charisma stat to seduce him, and we ended up eloping together. Dude, if you don't think that sounds crazy fun, then I don't think we would get along, and you should probably—
because I also want to elope and get married to an ogre queen. He just like me, for real, for real. We've seen the hentai. We know ogres are underrated. We stan the ogres.
probably unsubscribe. But if you do think that sounds fun, then hey.
Hey.
Sorry, I've never done that before. It felt weird. I decided to
was-
reach out to Charlie, aka Slimesicle, aka Charlie Slimesicle, because he's super into D&D, and we ended up forming a little group of me, Alpharad, Ronbu as the players, and Charlie as the dungeon master.
All right,
which is
this
like
looks
the
sick.
game organizer slash manager slash god. We all created our characters, and into the world we were teleported.
Bro,
The clouds part
ultimate-
over a vast,
The ultimate isekai story of your own creation.
lush forest. In it,
By the way, chat, you guys have been bothering me forever to watch Vox Machina for months now, and I actually started it. I watched like the first arc and a half of Vox Machina so far, and I have been loving it. I'm just saying, you were right. Once again, you were right. I was not. You were. I wasn't. I didn't watch it on stream because I decided to watch it myself, and that was a great decision on my part because the first episode had a completely naked Whammon, which I wasn't complaining, but Twitch would have complained.
giant ancient oak tree can be found looming over all the other trees. The inside has been hollowed out, and a sign hangs on the side reading Old Oak Inn. Inside, many creatures of various origins are relaxing, drinking, socializing, but one stands out.
Look at all these races getting along, and that is how you know it's fantasy. Oh, sorry. I know you love the political commentary.
A cat, equipped with various instruments, sits at a table, leaning over their cup of milk and scanning the room. They spot a dragonborn drinking at the bar,
Hey!
alone, seemingly pondering life. From the other end of the bar,
I love how she makes herself sound cool. Right? She's obviously the Dragonborn, and she's like, yes, the Dragonborn, pondering life.
a man in a suit approaches the dragon and starts a casual conversation. Do you know Mark? No, I don't. Who are you? I'm Paul. I'm an assistant manager at Ye Old Mart of Wall. 43 years old.
Okay.
My wife passed away during childbirth.
Oh, no,
My
they're not making Alpharad have the sad backstory, are they?
parents died, and my only child, Paul Jr., ran away at age 6. I'm living a deadbeat life, not even able to go up in the corporate ladder because my manager, Mark, prevents me from doing so.
Oh, that's...
So here I am, drinking away my woes.
That's pretty real, not gonna lie. That's pretty fucking real.
I'm Zoot. Hi, excuse me. Are you two new around here? Born and raised. I wish I was. Okay, so I've been stuck in a time loop for what I believe to be the past 3 years. I've relived the same day over and over.
Bro!
I suspect my neighbor Thomas somehow trapped me here, but I don't know how to escape.
It's the randomest character.
I can prove it.
It's like you got a Dragonborn pondering her life, you got a cat stuck in a time loop, and you have someone who can't get promoted whose wife died and kid left him. That's your average cast in the D&D. Let's freaking go.
Look, over there. In about 5 seconds, there's a 70% chance a waiter is gonna trip and drop their glasses onto the ground. Well, alright, it's a bit impressive, but, like, it's gonna take a bit more convincing because that wasn't all that. Suddenly, a sheep crashes through the tavern window.
I freaking love D&D. Suddenly, a course a sheep crashed through the
and
tavern
starts
window.
rampaging around the inn.
Obviously.
It's going straight up crazy, knocking over tables, knocking over people. Paul mentions it's got something in its mouth, and the sheep immediately stops and runs straight up to him. As Paul takes what seems to be a scroll out of the sheep's mouth,
The
Zoot
legendary
whips
sheep scroll.
out their mace in an attempt to pepper spray the sheep, but slips on a puddle of rum and accidentally sprays Paul.
This Paul. This dude is taking every L life could possibly give him.
Who just is disappointed at this point. The three open the scroll, and Zoot, recognizing it's a speak with animals spell, translates it, casting a huge shockwave and blasting everything in its radius.
Dude. They just have this whole lore. This ancient oak tree. It's overshadowing the forest that they hollowed out and made it in. And then she blows it up in the first 3 seconds.
Hello? Can you understand me now? Why the f did you try to spray me with mace? Zoot and the sheep start bickering as Paul and Tholomew just stare at them. Just forget it, forget it. I'm no ordinary sheep.
No.
I used to be human and was cursed into a sheep's body.
So
My
it's
name
like Bill from Pokemon. Let's go.
is Luop, and I need your help becoming human again. Please. Alright, Lop. Well, it's Luop. Come on, guys, let's go. And for some reason, they all went along with it.
That
Still not
is
understanding
how the
what
party formed. Your average D&D backstory. Let's go.
the hell is going on. Maybe, they both thought, they could find their arch enemies, Mark and Thompson, along
What a convenient party.
the way. The group is walking through the woods. Tholomew is very on edge, feeling like something isn't quite right. The tree line is shifting in unnatural ways. Oak trees are turning into birch. The bushes are
That's
rustling. Zoot spots various random animals along the path and picks up a turtle, which they add to their inventory.
Yo, Slimesicle is doing a killer job dungeon mastering this one.
Paul tries to pocket a turtle of his own, but it turns out to be a rock and is then mauled by a cougar. He ends up unharmed.
Bro, Paul, why are they doing this to this poor guy? Man is taking the biggest L's I've ever seen in my life.
Though his adventure suit he changed into is now ruined. Zoot feels bad about Paul not getting a turtle, so they offer to let Paul name theirs, to which he chooses Paul Jr. They eventually reach a clearing with a large stone outcrop covered in engraved shifting runes. Carved into a stone is a large bronze door with a face on it. Hello. You should try to impress it. Oh, okay.
You have bagpipes. Yeah.
Answer me these riddles 3, and then you can come in. I'm a riddle door.
Woo! A riddle door. Let's fucking go.
The alphabet goes from A to Z, but I go from Z to A. What am I?
A zebra.
The alphabet backwards.
Damn! Take that, Paul! Blast that man! Turn Paul into dust! Yeah!
Answer one zebra.
I'm so good at random riddle doors. Damn, riddle doors are literally the greatest, my greatest strength. I'm just so good at riddle doors. He just blasted Paul again for that.
I move without wings.
Without
Between silken strings, I leave as you may find my substance kind.
Was that a spider?
I'm gonna say a spider? 'Cause
Yeah!
I got the butt strings.
Correct!
No!
May pass.
Wait, but can you turn our friend back?
Oh yeah, double or nothing.
Oh, what?
Answer this next riddle and your friend will be turned back. I creep and crawl with no eyes, legs, or ears, but I can move the earth with my peers. What
What is that, an earthworm? Got it. Am I just too good at this?
am
Can you use it in a sentence?
Oh.
Answer to the question?
Yeah, like spelling bee style.
Nice try, but you're not gonna worm your way out of this.
Oh my my god, you're joking!
I think I picked up on it. I don't know if you noticed, but he said worm on accident. I'm very detail-oriented.
Don't listen to him. He's a zero.
Yeah, true. Why would you listen
Paul
to
Jr.,
Zebra?
what do you think the answer is? Turtle, final answer. It's a worm.
Dude, Jaden's really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I love Jaden animation videos. Not gonna lie, Jaden videos are always so peak.
Walk through the door's mouth, which closes behind them. As they're walking in,
For reference! Dude, so far we are 2 for 2. This is the second video we're watching on today's stream, and both of them had vor. Let's go, we're on a roll. Let's do it, baby!
an open room, they're greeted by a closed silver door. Zoot immediately pitches the turtle at the door, but
That's what I
nothing
would do.
happens. There's 3 dishes of clay
Because
placed in
animal cruelty can only benefit you in the long run. What's gonna happen? Gonna piss off PETA? Please. That just makes you stronger.
front of 3
That just
pedestals,
puts you on the right
and the
side
door
of
face
history.
emerges once again, this time on the ceiling.
In order to continue, create whatever you want.
Not wanting to deal with more riddles, Zoot throws a dagger into the door's eye.
Dude, fine, I'm not helping you with this one.
Okay! That was easy, I guess.
The group, now lost with no direction, decides for some reason to all start eating the clay, even feeding some to Paul Jr. and Lwop against their wills. After all the clay has been consumed, the pillars glow red
Consumed the clay. They just literally ate it.
and more clay drops down from the ceiling, resetting the puzzle. Huh. Out of ideas, they decide to do what the door face suggested. Tholomew sculpts a crown, Zoot rolls out a worm, and Paul builds a penguin. They all place their creations on pedestals, which sink in and beam green before the lights turn out and everything goes dark. They flash back on and suddenly all their
I've seen a
creations
hentai that starts exactly like this.
have come to life in weird clay flesh bodies. Paul cleaves at his penguin with his great axe.
I love how Paul's up against a penguin. Like, like every one of them, they're against like some creepy monsters, and he's up against a penguin.
To life in weird clay flesh bodies. Paul cleaves at his penguin with his great axe, nearly cutting it clean in half, revealing that the inside is just more clay. The worm monster looks at Zoot and says, "It's wormin' time!" causing
And then
Zoot to
proceeded to worm all over the place.
scream and sending a shockwave towards it, immediately exploding the worm and splattering clay everywhere, living as a normal-sized worm now. The worm lunges and wraps itself around Zoot's throat, trying to choke them out. Tholomew
sure.
rips the arms off the crown monster and dodges its follow-up attack. The penguin reforms itself, sprints full speed at Paul,
No,
but
Paul!
slips and
Oh.
splats into a pile of clay on the ground,
The only way Paul could win is the penguin takes itself out by accident.
to which Paul finishes off with his axe. Meanwhile, Tholomew attempts to rip the legs off the crown, only for the crown legs to turn into arms, grabbing Tholomew and climbing onto their head, causing them to lose their mind, viewing the other party members as enemies. Paul shifts his attention to Tholomew, throwing his great axe horizontally at the crown. Unfortunately, it goes a bit low and the handle smacks Tholomew
Dude, Paul, why are you like this? Oh my god, he's just so bad.
directly in the face. Zoot gets a grip on the worm, ripping it off their throat, and breathes acid onto it until it's reduced to ash. Tholomew blows on their bagpipes to attack Paul, sending out a thunderous shockwave that shakes the cavern. Paul is able to hold his ground, runs up to the 2, and successfully cleaves the crown off Tholomew's head. All the clay monsters have been defeated. The
Let's
silver
go.
door opens, and everyone cheers together in celebration. The adventurers enter the new room to be
Alright,
greeted
alright.
by wooden structures, spiral staircases, platforms,
That
and
sounds
a
creepy.
golden door at the very back wall. It looks like a camp is set up inside the area, and voices can be heard above on one of the platforms. Tholomew scans the area looking for traces of their
Alright,
neighbor, Thompson.
alright.
Not only do they discover a pack of goblins that have entered the area, but he also recognizes a familiar boot print in the clay.
What?
It's the same type Thompson wears. He's been here. Paul climbs up
Sure, that's convenient, I guess.
to the goblin platform and sparks conversation. The goblins are
Oh no. No, don't do Paul dirty like that.
but introduce themselves nonetheless.
I'm Gob. That's Glob. That's Gobble. That's Gobble Gob.
And he's gobbling these nuts.
And that's the peeler.
And who's that?
That's Bloyle.
So your names are Gob, Glob, Gobble, Gobble Gob, Peeler, and Loyal.
The peeler.
Got it.
Okay.
So your name is the Peeler. You don't know anything about Marker Thompson.
I only know about one thing, and that's peeling.
Okay, alright. I guess.
Oh, jeez.
Paul cannot stop! Please just give Paul a minute to breathe. He doesn't deserve this. No, they're peeling my boy.
Okay, all right, we're leaving. Paul starts booking it to the door they came in through, the Peeler right on his tail, stabbing at his ankles. No one else is doing or saying anything, they're just watching. Paul makes it back to the previous room, and the Peeler slinks into the shadows. With Paul in the other room and Tholomew and Zoot unable to speak Goblin, Tholomew is left trying to communicate through improvised sign language, pointing at the door and blowing kisses at the goblins to signal peace. Zoot tries to slip around the goblins in the meantime, as communication is clearly not working and the goblins are only getting more aggressive, but they bump into an invisible force they can't see, alerting the goblins, who are now initiating combat. Zoot decides to keep running to the door as Tholomew bangs
just simply use Paul as a decoy and escape. That's what I would do.
on their drums, sending sound shockwaves at the attacking goblins. Gob, Glob, and Gobble are all sent flying off the edge of the platform, falling to their deaths.
You just murdered them. Damn.
Gobblegob, in a fit of rage after losing his friends, lunges at Tholomew but misses completely, sending himself off the edge of the platform too.
Now that's positive rolling. You see, my boy Ranboo over here, he's rolling, and every time he's surviving. Poor Paul. Poor Paul every time.
Peeler emerges from the shadows to lunge at Tholomew, who is taking up Loyal, but Paul jumps in just in time, clashing blades with him. As everyone is distracted, Zoot gets to the door, peeking in to see an entirely golden room with a small golden rod shaped like a tree branch floating at the center. The branch shifts between valuable materials, at one moment being made of gold, then emerald, and ruby. Gobblegob, the goblin that accidentally dove off the side of the platform, sprints back up the stairs and attempts to tackle Tholomew off the platform, but accidentally leaps over him and
What is going on? This guy Gobblegob just dove at the same dude twice, missed both times, and felt let's go.
plummets once again over the edge, this time to his demise. Paul and Tholomew perform a clumsy team attack together and finish off the Peeler, ending the battle, but because of the uncoordinated attack, Paul's axe is now peeled. They all hurry over to Zoot and enter the gold.
So let me get this straight. They go through this whole adventure, they go through this whole dungeon, they go here, and the DM is just like, and now, have my rod. You want this rod or my rod?
Room together, trying to figure out how to get the artifact down. Zoot suggests they all toss Slop into the air to get it down, so Paul so long Bowser's the sheep into the air, but in the complete opposite direction. Tholomew quickly runs over.
That's my boy Paul over there. He accidentally threw in the wrong direction. Let's go.
And breaks his fall, and before Lop can say anything, they throw him again, this time hitting their target as they both fall to the ground. No one stops Lop's fall this time as he lays motionless on the floor. As Tholomew is healing up Lop,
Let's go. Where's PETA? We need PETA.
Zoot approaches the wand, only for it to be snatched by an invisible force. An unseen figure then reveals
It
itself.
was Thomas. Mark.
Well, hey there, neighbor. Oh, and Paul. It's me, your good friend,
Mark.
Mark Thompson.
No way.
Tholomew, you ruined my life, spreading false rumors about me. You said I cursed you, and now—
Wait, hold up. It's the same guy. The manager is the arch nemesis of this dude.
no one wants to talk to me. My wife and kids left me. Everyone avoids me.
Oh
so
my god, every single character in this story, for some reason, their wife is dead, their kids are gone, the world hates them, false rumors.
I spent years becoming a dark wizard, and I'm gonna have my revenge. What about me? And you, Paul?
You are a fucking loser, and I will never promote you because you're a bitch ass.
Anyway, yeah!
He doesn't even acknowledge it!
All are gonna be spending the rest of your life.
Ah, now find the 17 conveniently placed bombs that I have placed everywhere.
Lives here in this shifty sanctum. I'll be going now. Tholomew quickly casts
Oh my
locate
god, my dude Toby'd his way out of
sanctum.
there.
I'll be
Bro
going.
just comboed out of there, and he's ready to rumble.
Tholomew quickly casts locate object on the wand Mark is now holding and throws ink in the general direction, hoping to reveal where Mark is, but unfortunately it doesn't land. Zoot
Good plan, let's go, W plan.
sprints in the direction Tholomew indicated and attempts to tackle the air. They make contact, but bounce off of Mark's rock-solid beer gut, breaking the
Oh my god! Dad bod for the win! Let's go!
invisibility spell. Tholomew whips out their drums, slamming it with the intent to cast a thunder wave on Mark, sending him flying from the impact. Zoot follows behind and shouts, "Depression!" Casting a
Damn, that's so real. Why would they? Oh god, why would they have to hit me like that? That's a fourth wall busting attack. I feel violated.
command spell on him. He stops in his tracks, facing Zoot, and says, "I'm so sad, having never dealt with
No! It was super effective. So what are you saying? The middle-aged manager whose whole family left them is actually weak to depression-type Pokemon? That's crazy!
depression before." He pulls out a picture of his ex-wife and kids and just
Oh my god, it's like the freaking Armstrong family. Look.
stares at it longingly. Paul and Tholomew see their chance to attack him and once again try to use an ultimate team attack. They grip Paul's peeled axe together and throw it in tandem at Mark. But once again, they mess up and Tholomew is accidentally sent flying with the axe as it pierces Mark's chest. Mark is unfazed, still
Oh my god, that's Mark's chest? Mark's chest goes down to his gut? Damn, now this is a character.
wallowing in his depression. But Zoot sees this as
Real. You can get stabbed in the gut, and honestly, life just hits you harder. Life can hit you harder than a spear to the gut. That's the moral of this story.
an opportunity, casting Disguise Self and visually turning themselves into Mark's ex-wife.
Oh my god.
Ella, is that you?
It worked perfectly!
It is!
Sweetie
Mark.
poo. Nice.
Mark
Nice. Got him.
drops the photo and wand, sobbing, and slowly walks towards Zoot,
It's
who has
perfect.
their arms out, ready for his embrace. He grabs Zoot and pulls them close, tears streaming down his face.
It's beautiful.
It's been so hard. It's okay. I'm here
Now
now.
stab him in the back. Do it. Pity is for
Zoot
the
pulls
weak.
back just a bit, just to look into Mark's eyes,
Before
which
she
are
kills
sparkling
him.
with tears,
Please.
and proceeds to acid blast him point blank from the mouth.
Yes! Pity is for suckers! Ain't that right, gamers? Yes, sir! Yeah, baby!
Mark is heavily damaged but alive, snapping back to reality and throwing Paul's axe to the ground. If I can't have the wand, no one can! Paul picks up one part of his peeled axe. Looks like the manager position just opened up. He throws the
Damn, coolest thing Paul's ever said.
axe and hits Mark, but doesn't kill him. He then picks up the other peeled axe part to throw as well, but it boomerangs around and hits him in the back of the head.
I love Paul so much. Why is Paul just so based? Why is he so real for that?
Tholomew grabs the wand from the ground and points it at Mark. This is for everything. The low tax return, the restraining order, for moving in next to me. You're my personal hell! Mark turns to Paul while being zapped by the wand. Would you still let me be your manager, even if I was a...
What? 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 Huh?
You're fired. You guys did it!
Damn.
Please, use the wand to turn me back into a human. Please! Tholomew casts the wand's powers on Lop, finally turning him back into his original form. Paul and now human Lop lock eyes.
It was his son all along! Dude, I love how this works out.
Dad?
Let's go.
Paul Jr., is that you?
Oh my fucking god.
Oh! Paul and his long-lost son, Paul Jr., embrace.
worked out.
The wand, now all out of magic, crumbles into dust, and the party exits the cave. The bomb is detonate, and the explosions erupt behind them as the
Hey!
group walks
Very wholesome. Very wholesome.
off together. Thanks.
That was a great video! Dude, the animation was good, the writing was good, the comedy was good, the story was good. Let's freaking go. That's the beauty of D&D. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just friends doing shit. It's just the beauty of doing dumb shit with the homies. And that's what it's all about, guys. I love it. That's glorious. This was a wonderful video. Jaden, thank you for making it. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch. Stay weird, fam.